I'm not talking to you, babe. Yeah.
Want to work a part-time job, but
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton, and the Cincinnati Bengals as they match up with the second-year man, Lamar Jackson, and the Baltimore Ravens. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game in these types
damn,
of
bro, you
situations?
just gonna come here talking about us gonna lose, bro? Truly, G.
And it doesn't have
Goddamn.
to be one of your best players either.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So Lamar Jackson in his second season, the Heisman Trophy winner of 2016, leading the Ravens onto the field.
All right, man, let me know when you get up. Nothing. Ain't doing nothing. Yeah.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. Officially a loss
of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra deep. They want to run the football. That means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Geno Atkins got home that time.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete.
What?
Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's a crusher.
He didn't catch
that? Has
that?
man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds. And started inside the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Andy Dalton. And able to find Green. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The connection since 2011. Dalton to Green for a Bengal 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah,
I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
But look now at the lineup defensively for the Ravens. And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense.
Hold up, man.
Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd.
Oh.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 29.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Dalton here from the gun. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tagged on for good measure.
God damn. He be killing me with that fucking face mask shit, man.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now the first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. We're scoreless after 1. On 3rd down, Dalton. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this, don't it?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they got to find a way to get it back together.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Later tonight, we have more football. Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North from Lambeau Field. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there. The line of scrimmage, because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
What the fuck? Come on. How is he overthrowing it?
Bold play call there.
Fucking open ass pass.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out.
That's crazy.
In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said
that shit crazy.
For the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Dalton now to pass. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. There goes Green. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from the wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've played it twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third.
Come on, let this nigga handle you, man.
In this situation,
God damn. Nigga getting his ass handled from a fucking line.
What do we need to do to pick up
Oh,
the first
bro.
down and change our momentum?
He getting his ass handled.
Just a yard on that last run.
Come on.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Jackson
This nigga handle you, man.
to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Well, everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has Green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing. And keep in mind, 80% of those came in the 7-game
Why is he overthrowing the ball? This is why I don't play on simulation, bro. Because them niggas be overthrowing the fucking ball, bro.
30-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his
Don't play on
career
simulation.
now. But he's still got room
You
to
overthrowing
grow.
the ball,
This is an
bro.
excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He completes
No
it to
way.
Boyd.
You still caught this
10
shit?
yards there and a Bengal first.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Here's Dalton. Points the target, and he has it over the middle. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And again, Andy Dalton to throw.
Get the hell out,
In
bro.
the air and intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
Hey.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Damn, Jimmy Smith.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Jackson being chased out left. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running right, this is Ingram. He'll have a first down past the 40. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect note.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Get on my face.
I'm trying to get kids.
I want to
need to come up with something here on third down.
Long time for a
To
kiss.
throw is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
What?
So
you going to Target?
Here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. We'll send you
Well, when you going to go? You can go whenever you're free to go.
Constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Still pulling.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead
Know what it is.
and the football to begin quarter number 3.
What? You got money on you?
Nope.
And that'll carry
No, for real.
No, I need money. I need money.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming
Go, bring it up there. I mean, go up there.
Here's Dalton and the Bengals now. First and 10.
Oh my God.
Don't worry about it.
You got gas left?
Nope.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Ended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Just give me. Where we went and got that from? Just bring it here. I'll bring it back tomorrow. I'll bring it back tomorrow.
Just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Oh my God!
I think he got it with one hand.
Damn.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair what goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers.
Get it.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches.
We done kissed it, huh? Damn.
Just not right.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the
Every fucking thing, bro.
41-yard line.
That came to hold this nigga.
Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And Dalton to throw. He's got Green. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
AD to AJ. And it's been like that throughout this game. And I think it's a huge reason why they are in the lead.
I like that. AD to AJ, Andy Dalton to AJ Green. Such a tough cover, and they are proving it here in this one. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Bullock's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field, and he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team.
Damn! Hold this bitch-ass nigga in the inside. Where you going? Come here. Come here.
Lead to 3 points and had a touchdown after that turn.
Come here.
Thanks to the defense.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Why are you just walking out the house like that?
Because I got stuff I got to do.
Okay. I can just bring it over there tomorrow, Sharice. You ain't got to go over there.
You don't make you ask me like 3-4 times.
I'll ask you one time.
Today.
You ain't got to bring it back. I can bring it back tomorrow.
You said you ain't got no gas. You said you ain't got no money. You said you need some money.
Baby, okay. What do you need? Come here.
This deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quitting him. 0. And across the field he goes and into Bengal territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Where you at?
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Out to his left. He's going to take off with it. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him.
Are they going
to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spot?
Baby, if you got, listen to me. If you got other stuff to do with, don't worry about going over there. I'll be all right. Damn.
Connect on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth.
It's finna start raining and shit. You tripping for no reason.
Touchdown.
Okay, Sharice, don't worry about it. I'll just bring it back tomorrow. Like, what's the issue?
Back here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. All right, here now a look at A.J. Green. And I know
okay, but I'm saying if you don't want to take it back, you don't have to take it back. If you want me to cash out you some money, I can do that. That's no issue, Sharice. Fuck.
Do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a
just telling you.
game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people.
Okay, I don't have a problem doing it. Like, goddamn, you tripping for no reason. Shit, I'll just bring it back tomorrow. That way you can watch and you ain't gotta be running around Houston. Shit, no, it ain't too late. It's okay. Yeah, that's
complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now that's a catch of significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant entice him with Hall of Famer Raymond Barry.
Was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Barry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air it up, and this is caught inside the 5. That one good for 37 yards.
I called your name, you slam the door and walk smooth about this house. What do you call that?
They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding.
Sharice, all you had to do is tell me no. Cool, I'll take it back tomorrow. It's no big deal. I'm not making a big deal out of that, Sharice.
This will be Dalton again. And that is caught.
What?
He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
For the second time. You ain't got to take it back. I can take it back tomorrow.
NFL touchdown. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary.
You make, I'm making a big issue out of something. It ain't even an issue to me. Like, what the fuck? It's going to go back. Like, what the fuck? Damn.
Touchdown.
So now Dalton will lead the Bengals to the line as he'll come up and go for 2. Another chance for Dalton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Carl Lawson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He can run for it, and he will. The Bengals drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground.
Oh,
and I think
man.
this defense knew what was coming. As he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was a defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Cincinnati, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will head back.
Get this fucking Finally, what the fuck? God damn. Piece of shit.
Fuck, I think I need some birdies.
Why?
Yeah, it's my birdies.
What?
Oh, Lord. Did y'all go? Like, seriously? I'm in.
Championships, all my records go hard. This a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. All over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Taking it with anybody, take them, I can take them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them. I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend. They should go and hang my jersey. Made to put the word, got it. Chains, I'm about to make a play. Chains, tell them get up out the way. Chains, I'm about to win the game. Chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no stopping me.
Hello.
Yeah.
All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How good it be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl wins, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. I ain't in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How good it be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl wins, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. I ain't in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't no winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. To the left, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let 'em hate, shot at 90, but we got up now. You say you ballin', keep it real, though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field, though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute, and I'm still going. How fit it be the boss, let me find out. My team
Reading some.
look like you need a timeout.
I went to the one on 1960.
Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How good it be the boys, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Yeah. How can I help you?
I just want to check up on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man cooking 'cause I got another cell. Somebody buy a cell, I could give it by myself.
It's on your card. No. Okay.
I just ran to check up on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt.
Thank you. Okay. Hello. You know what I noticed when I come to school?
What?
These folks look like they don't know how to count change. Like, I don't know if they just basic or they don't think that shit is going on all the time, but they be looking real dumb.
Oh, I hear you guys talking about Victory Monday. Only one way to get that. Some hustle out there. We got a big game on Sunday.
Can leave me alone. Hello.
Yeah.
Come on, go. Oh my God.
What?
Traffic. There's not enough time in the day. It's not.
Damn, how you get over there like that?
Gentlemen, achieving our goals starts right here on the practice field. I can't stress that enough. You all know we have lofty goals for this season. If you want to achieve those goals, you gotta win something. Today just wasn't good enough. So next practice, we have to be much better.
Oh, wow. Got his monkey ass. Give me that.
Damn.
What's like?
No driving ass. Old ass man, look, get your ass, get that big ass truck and can't drive.
Jesus.
Shit, bitch ass. Damn.
You about to get an old man a heart attack.
Old man gonna move.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the biggest scam when he stretch your distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your fifth grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. 40s and 50s and 20s, no fives and no singles, no fours. She wanted like me because I think she can count on him. She trying to be nosy and hit up my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him. We need more, tell her we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep it score. 16 cars in my front yard. 30 on my wrist, what point to guard. Be enormous, be enormous. 100-meter bang.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the exciting second-year quarterback, Lamar Jackson of the Baltimore Ravens, as they square off with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. With that, let's get up to Seattle. Standing by at CenturyLink Field, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
It is loud and it is wet here, Coach, as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. This is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Green 80. Check 48 to the mark. Get the ball.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. And one of the big bodies helping out this offense is your boy, Upati.
And all he wants to do is have running plays called, fire out, and smack people.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Defensively, here are the starters for Baltimore. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Oh, let's go. Interception, let's go.
Picked off by Brandon Carr. And it's a
let's go. Let's go.
He's going to have him set
let's
up
go.
First and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. From the gun, Jackson dancing to it, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Touchdown. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
That's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. complete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last. And he fumbled it.
Oh, fumble! Let's go! Let's go!
I believe a Seahawk was
Let's
able to
go!
get a handle on this, so this will remain
Let's go!
ball. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is
Let's go!
In all your preparation.
Let's go!
You probably talked about his training camp.
Let's go! We got him bottled up right now.
And now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Oh, man. Okay, we good.
And he didn't quite have a big spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Now on second and 16, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown.
Good catch.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore in the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Check, nickel. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Check. Brandon.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it's 4th down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Tucker's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Yeah.
Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses. And excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6. And now here's Switzer, the target, and he's got it. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's
got
Wilson.
him. Oh, got him. Let's go. Let's go.
It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that.
I got it.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. 3rd and long. It's Wilson.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down. That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Bobby Wagner. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick-6 last year, remember it, but it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
Good interception. Let's get about it.
Sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
Do nothing about that.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
Block.
Quarterbacks will tell you,
Get your fucking block up, bro.
But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go play action with Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And some room to work.
Just getting a fumble recovery. Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Here's Carson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. On 3rd and goal, Wilson completes it to Dixon.
It's okay.
And
That was a good stop.
Down short,
good stop.
Maybe
He wanted to get
about
through.
a yard.
It's a good stop.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get to that big frame. Hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score.
Oh, wow, that's overthrowing the fucking dog.
To start the drive, but that one incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson throwing again. Snead's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Shit.
On 1st down, Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Forecast calling for more of the same.
Hey, you need some money to wash?
Set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. And the third quarter starts with a run by
Oh, yeah, good run.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Get off
and
me,
down
nigga.
he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could... And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow. That ball is knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. almost like it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
You can't block. You should. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Put it two. Check. We got double up.
They run from the pistol with Ingram. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Ingram again, a first down carry. Jamar Taylor will be credited with the tackle.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Get that quarterback. Get that quarterback. Shift.
On second down, Ingram. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
No. Mike 5-4.
What the fuck?
Mike 54.
And with a play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Jackson now, operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cassius Marsh drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Seems to me that our friend, Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the 39, Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Let's get off the field, D. Undercrush.
They'll run on first down. It's Ingram, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Ingram again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You take in charge.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson, he'll try and run it, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
This is Ingram. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On 3rd down, Jackson buying time to his left. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. And Dixon has it. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Let's go.
It looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready.
Ooh.
I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
So Wilson and the Seahawks down by 9. 1:44 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. The drive starts with a completion left side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the only way to take what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And he's got Lockett. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Here's Wilson. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Baltimore, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for Charles Davis and our...
with you? Why you looking like that? You gotta keep looking at me. Big ass head.
You fucking this big ass head was on your dick last night.
I don't know who that was last night.
It was you.
Nah, I do them type of things. I really don't.
Yeah, okay. Don't know. How you feel with that alcohol? Your face just as smooth as my pussy.
Oh Lord, Sharice, give it a fucking break. God damn.
Oh, you want bet. Bet.
You always get up pussy you know. Look at that. That's all she knows. Boy, I tell you. God damn.
My pussy trash. I was gonna talk about it. What you do? That man asked me for a boyfriend.
Don't do that man like that.
I might give him that one.
Get that man.
Huh?
You might what? I don't like. No, it ain't mine. It ain't mine. Shit, you right. Hey. It ain't mine. I'm tripping on. It ain't mine.
It is yours.
No, it ain't.
Boy, I tell you, if you
Shit,
get a fake
you
shade.
need me to help you. You need me to help you deliver it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Let me know when
You
you
want to do
ready.
it now?
Don't matter to me.
You want to do it now? When you get back with the clap.
Nah, I ain't clapping. You know none of that.
Why? We don't use it.
It's not mine. Why would I care? It's not mine. It's not mine.
I would be a woman. What
It's
kind
not
of shit is
okay.
that?
Well, if you my woman, why would you do it? What kind of shit is that?
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
If you
Okay.
okay. Well, I mean, hey, that's y'all business.
Okay, Paris Jr.
Yeah, that's y'all business.
Ooh, he get on my nerves, y'all. Lord. Seems so odd. What, Trey? What you got slick to
I
say?
ain't got nothing to say. Though.
Yeah, you do.
You know that. Before me, that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Okay. I just feel like
Speak on how you feel like. You feel like what, Sharice?
Touchdown, I got a stunt. Brady Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard,
Go ahead and relax.
Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Why I never saw you in the field though? I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
What are you doing, Fred? Okay, man.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the GOAT, Tom Brady, and the Super Bowl champion New England Patriots as they match up with the second-year man Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M20 Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Patriots come out led by the 4-time Super Bowl MVP and a record 6 Super Bowl rings. Arguably the greatest to ever play the game, Tom Brady. And we keep asking the same questions every year. How much longer can he keep doing this? Is this the year the dynasty crumbles? And every year Brady comes out and leads his team to the Super Bowl. They've been there now 3 years in a row, and only one team has made it 4. That's the Buffalo Bills. But remember, they lost all 4 in the early 90s. Brady, the tight end Rhett Ellison with it. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them in the rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates. Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Brady's throw there complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now let's give you a look here at the New England offense.
It's hard to know who exactly to feature when you do a Patriots game, but in this case, we're going with James White, the running back out of Wisconsin. Highest receiving and rushing totals in 2018, just under 1,200 yards. Remember a few seasons ago against Atlanta in the Super Bowl? He had an MVP-esque performance.
On second down now, it's White, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
After watching that play result, it took me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and we asked him, so how you plan to move the ball against this defense?
He didn't really tip his hand, did he?
No, he didn't. I think it's because he really didn't have an answer. He wasn't quite sure how he was going to get it done, and that play showed us exactly why he was worried.
Yeah, this number 1 defense, they can put that on their highlight reel. They have been able to stop
Come on, grab that shit.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. What made that toss out to the right so successful? Because it looked pretty easy.
A belief in the play, an absolute execution by all 11 on the offensive side of the ball. Everyone took care of their assignment, but the reason they did so, every time that play is called, they think it's going to go for big yardage. It's their staple play, and they love to run it.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. It's complete to Snead. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, Snead figures to be an important veteran presence for Lamar Jackson. 2 years ago, it was a disappointing 2017 for Snead. That was in New Orleans. But then had a bit of a bounce-back campaign a season ago in his first go-around with Baltimore. 62
Oh, my God. How?
Did have surgery in the offseason on his left index finger, but back to full health and ready to go.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's great catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They toss to Ingram. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. This is caught.
Catch, what?
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit, but his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps.
Damn.
Really well.
So close.
Well designed, and even better executed.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They'll try and run. Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of the times, that's a passing play.
The kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A reminder, tomorrow night, Monday Night Football to wrap up Week 9, one of the best rivalries around. The Cowboys and the Giants from MetLife Stadium. Kickoff 8:15 Eastern. Of course, despite the fact that the clocks rolled back yesterday, make sure to stay up late for that one. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the drive with White. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Brady deferring to White on the draw.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. It didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run on first down. It's Ingram, and he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to.
The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they'll gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He's got a man. It's Williams. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Kyler Murray leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we take the long trip back across the country, then across the pond. Check out the action in London. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. 16-10, the final. And finally, on Monday Night Football, what a way to wrap up the first weekend of November. Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire half.
There goes Mark Ingram. He's at the 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Broke it.
76 yards. As the Ravens
that's fine one right there.
Out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull.
All right, I guess. Look like a damn sunflower seed.
NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter. Everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Gets fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement.
Oh, no.
Just got to get back to it, right?
Come on. We should have came off that.
And start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Matt Judon there to bring him down. They keep it on the ground. White again. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. This is going to be caught by the rookie from Arizona State, N'Keal Harry. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. The wide receiver was a big need for the Patriots coming into the season, and they found something they really liked in N'Keal Harry. They took the 21-year-old with a final pick in the first round, and it's actually kind of interesting. Since 2000, the Patriots were the only team to not draft a receiver in the first round until nabbing Harry just before the order rolled over to round 2. Throwing on second down. Brady caught by the tight end Watson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They have the first down with a gain of 4 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Catch is made by Harry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On second down, they'll run with White. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Come on, Brady. Throw it right through here. Come on.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
Give me that!
Zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the call for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the 13-year man,
let's go.
And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson, flush to his right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5. Good enough.
First down.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram.
Oh, snap. Oh, my God. How? Oh, come on, bro.
The football at the 35-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here, not done in the 4th. Tom Brady needing a 4th quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely.
I need that. Give me that.
One that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
5 yards gets them back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will.
Damn, I could have stayed in bounds.
Up near the 45 at the 44. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Brady now to throw. That's to his running back, Sony
you have to throw it to the sideline.
He's able to get this one up to his 30.
You're going to have to throw it to the sideline.
4 yards the pickup, first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. He's got White here. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
It's not looking good.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
Oh, foul start. Okay.
And that'll set them back 5.
You take that.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Again, they'll throw with Brady.
Good enough. Push.
That's complete.
Damn.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 43.
Damn line.
With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score.
Oh, no, that's me, though.
Divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Moving chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Brady. Hard to believe his first catch of the game.
He dropped it.
They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Brady to throw again.
Hey, let's go. Interception.
It's the former Seahawker.
Somebody hit it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just give them 3 points in the NFL. That's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Let's go.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge
gotta come out them timeouts anyway.
This one, but this time they get him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground.
Shit, they trying to fucking strip the ball.
Football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They go play action now. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to get this to about the 20. But that is well short of what he needed. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. $51 yards on the punt there. And the Patriots take over. Tom Brady in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little under a minute to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Fighting to stay up.
Hit his ass. Oh, got him.
Brady loses the football.
Got him.
Got him. 30 seconds remaining. Play action. Now it's Brady. Down to 7 seconds now. 6. On the draw, it's White.
Come here.
Like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. Spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Ravens, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
The outside zone, man. Do that. to the zone with 46% of the time. Smash really okay. Still cooking.
It's still cooking. You're not hungry.
Why you get your drink out of this?
Because I don't want it.
What do you mean you don't want it? I think you slick.
I don't want no dick.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong?
Just sad.
Why? How you say that?
I ain't come to play with you, life challenging, but I want to trade with you. Early I'm up, I can't spend the day with you. I'm running my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna play with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. This shorty, she support rock. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better.
You gotta tie that down.
I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take no streets. Putting live from the winter side. Ready try, keep a different vibe. If you down the ride,
what you signed for?
never know. You ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job. You can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the rings. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the rings. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the rings.
Good Jerry, come here. It's a lecture.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's, great color coops. Oh no, I could be number 2. MVP the league more valuable. They
ain't got nothing else to do.
Talking trophies out in Grand if you can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Stop doing these tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched. We ain't go together.
He's looking.
Focus on your position, just know your spot. So don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard.
Different face.
On my head is real good.
Your hands got germs on it.
They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? What I do?
You ain't got a homework too? What homework you got?
Oh, you got deep eyes.
Your eyes is big as fuck. Come on, stop playing with me.
The girl, for the girls be so hypnotized.
You gotta be rusty. This would be rusty right here.
I ain't on my knees no more.
You don't need that right away.
On the side stage.
What you talking about? I can't believe you're not gonna drink that drink.
Yeah, I am gonna drink it.
I
just don't want it right now.
Go over there. Sit in that chair right there.
Well, you come back over here. No, and I won't have to go over there.
The screen in this damn chair. You can't have that sitting in this chair.
I paid for the chair.
Okay, it doesn't matter. You sit in that chair.
I don't want to sit in that hard ass chair.
There you go.
No, my stuff is over there.
Biscuit chair.
I don't want to sit in my biscuit chair. Don't sit. Oh, no. No, it's just a regular chair. Talk to your kid.
She gonna do it next week. Next week, doing a week.
Going with your family. You going with your family?
Yeah, I'll check her, yeah.
Boy, you better get that damn hand on my face.
This the check finger. Hold on. What's that?
Bullshit, man. Take the whole damn camera.
Move your hand. They beat us.
You don't say no when they beating his dick.
What's that? There it is right there.
Bullshit.
There it is right there.
Go be with your family.
What you make? Let me see what she cooked. What's wrong with you? Oh, you come in here like, oh, not motivated, not just.
Make me happy. I want to be happy.
It's a reason. It's a surprise. Okay, well,
You're right.
Ain't like you gonna propose. Exactly. You ain't proposing. We know that. So. Yeah, we know. Look, I'm getting a meal.
Guys, last time we were out here, coaching staff didn't like what we saw. You all know it wasn't good enough. So let's make up for that today and have a great one. I know you got it in you. So let me see that greatness come out on the field, all right? Let's do it.
Oh, that's what he running. That's on the defensive key change. Yeah, they won. They won 17-3. Yeah. Brady fumbled the ball and got hit. Okay. It was up. Ah.
Hey man, listen, great job.
Damn, he caught that?
Step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're gonna be just fine.
Cover 2, man. That's a man-to-man defense. Outside coverage in the corner zone. That's 2 zones. Split half of the field. I know he was gonna go to him. The hitch pass, concept, pitch, short, fumble. Hell no. Bitch. Something bubbling. So you got this stove on high or what? Tackles, 2 interceptions. He's going in. Roll your eyes at me.
Give me some Ingram. I'm Jonathan Coachman. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Mark Ingram, fresh off a big performance a weekend ago, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. With that, let's get up to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. For the call, we bring in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Bengals, and leading them is the same man that's led them since 2011. Their second leading passer in franchise history, and that's Andy Dalton. Fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Nixon with a first down carry. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From just shy of midfield, Dalton. He's got Green. Points the tackle. He's got room to run.
Oh, they did Green
after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed to it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive.
So that first quarter touchdown does much more than just give them momentum. I mean, this is probably going to go a long way towards erasing what's gone down with them in the last couple of games where they lost both of them.
Yeah, they were struggling going into the open week. Maybe that open week came at a good time.
Sometimes you just have to get away, right? I wonder if they just took the whole philosophy of take the week, get out of here, let's come back and regroup fresh.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. A toss play left. There goes Mark Ingram. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson, and this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson.
Oh, come on.
God damn. Complete.
Go on the fuck out that hole.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Dalton, they'll set up the screen here to mix it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
After the penalty, it's Mixon.
Oh, come on. That's crazy.
Lead to a 1st down game. They only to get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Man, that big.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Dolphins throw on target to Tyler Boyd. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and forward.
They did it well there. A perfectly executed crossing route.
But we always talk about good down. Distance allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And that's complete. It's great here. Down inside the 15 he goes. Cincinnati 1st down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible.
What, baby? Come here. You see me on the game. What?
And his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And on its way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
You ain't do nothing. I just told you you ain't do nothing. Nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now is
ain't nothing wrong.
This one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a Nice return, sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. We take a look ahead at what's to come later tonight. Sunday Night Football, it'll be the Vikings and the Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And then tomorrow night, we've got the Seahawks and the Niners from Levi's Stadium. And we were in the Bay Area for the Raiders on Thursday night. Now right back out to watch the Niners on Monday night. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And that is incomplete. Stupid down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On third down, Jackson. Flushed out right. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Jackson now. And he whips that one incomplete there.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tucker's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? They'll wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line.
It's intercepted. It is. It's intercepted.
Let's go, Humphrey.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. They go play action here on first down. They'll buy some time right. Now he's going to let it go deep right
Oh,
side.
my God. This stupid-ass fucking wide receiver.
Took a
God
shot
damn.
on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But it was
This
second
nigga,
down.
bro.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Got a man, it's Brown. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Getting ready to go again. Here's Andy Dalton marching back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, is that always sticking to the back of your mind a little bit?
You better foul down.
It just upsets them that they did that, because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, like I said, he's looked pretty good to this point. So, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally.
Damn.
I listened in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And here a juke. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. will put this one through. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. It has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field to start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
From the 22, Jackson buying time to his left. And he's going to kick. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Oh, my gosh.
And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
On second down, here's Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let him play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Snead's got it. And he's got room. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson rolling to his left.
Oh.
And he can't find a receiver. And he's brought down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So second and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And the pressure gets to him again. Sacked by Jordan Willis.
Well, no takes to start down a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mel is a very, very fickle man.
And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 35 on 2nd down, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. On the move to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson rolling to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete here. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense.
Oh, my God.
But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
There for the Bengals. 45 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to checking down to them or maybe dump-off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. Andy Dalton now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And man, Charles, talking about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on him.
Jackson hit.
Oh, my God, this nigga here.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He had gained really good yardage. That's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
He'll let this go end zone for Green. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Jet sweep, Boyd with it. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free, no 1st down.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They go play action now. Jackson steps away.
Damn, they put that bitch ass nigga on the end.
Jordan Willis able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it.
Right
This offensive
there,
line
too.
flat out cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now on 2nd and 16, Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Carlos Dunlap in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Fucking upset.
So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down
catch it. Give me the damn catch.
Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They have gone to the fourth quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. The Bills have taken the lead in the final stages. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
God damn.
Dalton down to a knee, and that'll be all she wrote. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? Those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Bengals, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home.
some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass.
What? What you talking about? What you talking about? That shit look bad. I guess. I agree with shit. Bringing that shit back. They look dumb as hell with that shit on their hands.
Huh?
They look dumb as hell with that shit on their hands.
I don't see how they get shit done.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready?
You know, let me see the hot sauce. Well, I get it. I'm gonna have to mix some vegetables up. I have to mix some vegetables up.
Don't eat carrots.
Nuh-uh, I don't eat carrots at all. Unless I'm eating it with something to mix it up. I don't eat peas either. That shit nasty.
They're fried.
gonna work right here.
What?
This ain't gonna work right here.
I don't know why you mixed it. Yeah.
I'm gonna eat it.
I just need some more rice.
There's a lot of rice on here, Tree.
I know, but you ain't gonna eat the vegetables, so it don't make sense to act like you gonna eat them.
It's mixed together now.
Babe, come on.
Tree, sit down.
Babe, come on.
It doesn't matter.
It does, because I can just give you the rice.
If I don't eat it, I don't eat it. Like, what the hell?
Okay, like down.
Like, damn. I'm like, if something you don't eat, I can't force you to eat it.
I didn't know you didn't eat it. You told me it
Okay,
ain't gonna work.
but
okay, well, I'm saying let me clean your plate, and you like.
I already mixed it. Lord. What? Need the fork. You alright, baby? What's going on? You've been looking at town. Matt. Somebody pick y'all? Oh, man.
This magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my bros be lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use a can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, it's crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, getting out my problems, let me.
Looking at you, look at me. You got attitude today. Roll your eyes and all that extra ass shit. I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm just quiet today.
I'm getting on your nerves.
I'm just quiet today, man. What I was coming from? Did I play that today? No, I didn't play none of today.
Not today.
What you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm lost. Okay, well, I can read your mind back there, so okay. You sitting up there, man. Yeah. Try to see what's wrong with you. But.
All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss?
You one of them nice, I see.
You look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind.
You one of them nice, I see.
Took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft.
You need a little mode.
I don't know. You ain't on your game, I'm in the room.
Oh, you want me to come in the room with you? You know, you quick to say some shit. So what up? Right. Yeah, talk to me later. Right.
What did I say?
You lying. Put it that way. You lying to each other? We're lying to each other.
I don't know how to say. This is you.
You playing me like? You longer, huh?
I can have as much as you. I do.
Yeah, you
What time you going to bed? I'm gonna lay down with you. Oh Lord, girl, here. I gotta do that tie tonight. Whatever.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the boat is my home and there's so many mil. Cause bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it slow. I'm starting as hell as the vessels alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Give everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part. But them LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of the dudes to do well. Don't worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live.
Oh man.
Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart. I give it all I got. Walk the walk inside the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart. No, I give it all I got. Walk the walk inside the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS another loss. GPS another loss. Who do it better than me? Vision on 2020.
Looking at you. I see why you looking. The way you looking at it. Something on your mind. Oh, yeah, whatever you got going on.